So we posted this to the KLZ news page. You can find that on klzradio.com/news. But if you haven't heard, there's a connection that has been made between the nefarious agitators in St. Paul and Minneapolis who are impeding law enforcement and gasp, it's the Open Society Foundation and George Soros. So that support came in the form of financial support from a philanthropy juggernaut that you've probably never heard of once, called Headwaters for Justice, or excuse me, the Headwaters Foundation for Justice. To date, they've given over $3.3 million to groups that monitor, agitate, protest federal law enforcement agencies and all that kind of stuff. And we've seen them on the news. There's people getting killed for this, guys. Like, it's crazy. Primarily, Immigrations and Customs Enforcement are the targets of that. And one of the foundation's most recent jams was the protest you probably saw, I think it was last week, at Minneapolis St. Paul Airport, where over 100 agitators and protesters were arrested. They've refused to answer any media calls from a bunch of people that are reporting on this, including the Daily Caller and different philanthropic agencies that are trying to legitimize them. But they made an Instagram post last Wednesday that read, "What we are seeing in the streets of Minneapolis and across Minnesota right now is a fight for collective liberation in real time." So they double down every time. It's nuts. I don't think so. What you're actually seeing is a fight to be the most useful idiot in the country. If you're not aware of what a useful idiot is, most of us are, or if you've never perused the idol of the Clintons and the Obamas, Saul Alinsky, his seminal work, Rules for Radicals. Check it out. Just Google search it, Saul Alinsky, Rules for Radicals. You're going to find that all of this stuff is identical to what Saul Alinsky was teaching in there, from community organizing on for a really long time. And agitation is kind of the primary vehicle for that. And it makes sense that Tim Waltz, he's the Mr. Magoo lookalike who almost tripped and fell into the second highest office in the land. He'd be on board with all that, so that makes sense. It's a radical Dem thing, right down to the good old subversion of rule of law and violence and hatred and all that other stuff they love.